I got the devil in my iPod.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
26.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Conklin's first season in New York saw him match his production from Minnesota almost to the number. And the Jets, they will happily continue to take those numbers as he delivers again with a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. The Jets at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
This one deep for Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Third and 9 here. Hurts. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. Third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Open man here is Conklin. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Second and 10. Rodgers again now. Throw right side, Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. He's got room to roam. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. One more time with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
Inside.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That is caught by Williams. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And Hurts going to move him around. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A first down carry for Barkley. Down to about the 45. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
That good for 22 and a first down. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hurts throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward Barkley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
This is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Barkley. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground. Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. On second down, a run with Hall. There he goes, right side. Breece Hall. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel...
Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 75 yards, and the Eagles get a bit closer. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts rolling to his right. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Hurts.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close this game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And it's fielded at the 34.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age. Right?
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now Hall to start the drive.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Hall.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that's off the right, up upright, and it bounces away no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll go to Barkley again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down. Here's Hurts. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They juked him, and that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. He's got space past the 25. Still going. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Hall want to give up the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll find Hall. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Stuck for the loss by Devin White. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
It's 4th down.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On first down, Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Albert O, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it 24-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
On first down, right back to Hall. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and ripped off a pretty big play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should...
Touchdown, Jets! Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Caught by Wilson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action with Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Eagles 20.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
154 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Hall again. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Rodgers looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Now he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Nick Bonnett. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with it. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Rodgers throwing here. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. It's Hall. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there, 22.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he will be taken down here, but another big gain on the ground to start the drive. This one good for 16, and yet again a first down.
Hall again.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They